Titus is just confused by Yevon's form. Head scratcher.
Everyone, this is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
That Waka face could also be an emoji.
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, a lot of dramatic zooms in this bit. I think that the more googly eyes they gave him in the HD remaster doesn't hit quite as well, unfortunately.
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Alright, here we go. Let me... But yeah, again, just great music. Now, what we do have is a zombie attack, which we did not have before. It would have been nice if it had a cooler scan text than just possesses Aeons. I would like to have seen that. Yeah, just possesses Aeons, that's it. It's gonna kill him slowly. Just do it with potions. Fight. And there it is. Game complete. 0 game overs. In the Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid Randomizer. Hope you guys had a good time with it. Still definitely more to do. Very, very challenging / potentially impossible stuff to come. But for the story, we made it. If anything, they should have made Yevon even easier. I think especially the first time through, you might be a bit confused about how to kill him, because obviously the Kuraga thing you might not know about or have zombie. And it might take you like 5 or 10 minutes to beat Yevon. So it might be a bit of a strange final boss. If anything, they should have just made like a one-hit kill. And then at least you're just through with it. And they sell the idea of just what a shell of a being Yevon has become. Dark Anima Randomizer 08. Yeah, it would be interesting. It will, again, be quite a unique challenge to see how far we can push this if we stay within the confines of our own sphere grids, given the randomized nature. So we'll have a look at all of that stuff. Let's see these final cutscenes and finish up the game. And we'll go from there. Yeah, for sure. The self-healing mechanic is really nice. But that's what I mean. It could, like, for first-time players, it could throw you off a bit. Like, zombie obviously makes the fight extremely trivial. But if you don't utilize zombie or reflect, for example, like, it can drag out if you're particularly underpowered and struggling. Oh yeah, of course, because Luzu survives in this run. So, see him at the end. Love this shot of Mage. They gave him his own little shot here. Legend. Ah, what a beautiful finale. Again, just everything. The music. Visuals. The acting. Everything on point. Yeah, we can talk about the Hymn of the Faith thing after once the credits start to roll. I'll try not to talk too much here. Emotional scenes coming up. Just love the music that starts playing at the very beginning of the FMV coming up. It's that version of it. It's just so nice. They kind of look like sea. Yeah, especially after they're kind of almost petrified there, I guess, a little bit more so. Yeah, so we're going to have the Orin scene first. Shout out to the upcoming Orin Elden Ring project that you guys all have to see when it comes out. It's crazy.
Don't stop.
But I...
Oh, what a farewell. What an absolute legend.
It's all right.
Yeah, the theme is perfect, like, for this scene as well. Just really works. And yeah, his final line, it just sums up what a great character he is. Time to be teleported into Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's been long enough. This is your world now.
Still gives me goosebumps. Literally have goosebumps right now. Just never gets old for me. Really doesn't. Yeah, the Kimari bump is awesome. The lands between awaits, yes indeed. Yeah, this music here. This bit is just exquisite. Yeah, the live stream connection closing up as well. Alright, here we go.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
Man, how can they play with our feelings like this and it still be such a great ending? I generally don't like kind of bittersweet sad endings as much, but it's just too good.
I love you.
Like, how can you not love this ending, man? How can you not love this game? Like, people like play this game, watch an ending like this, and then they're just like, yeah, this game wasn't that great. How? Amazing. And there it is. For me, sometimes I kind of forget that this scene exists at the end. Sometimes I wonder if it should have ended there. They wanted to give you a little bit of hope at the end still, like end it on a higher note, but I don't know.
Yuna, it's time.
Great shot here, by the way. So cool. Yeah, of course, Yuna's speech is awesome here, but just a part of me wonders, like, if they just ended it on top of the airship.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today.
This part of the track as well. Excellent.
Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams that have faded. Never forget them.
Yeah. Goosebumps once again. Every time. And yes, to be fair, not the Seymour kiss. I totally agree. It's one of those where, like, on repeat playthroughs, during that little montage, I'm like, what? Like, that's a memory that should be faded. That's one memory you want faded. And yes, of course, Suteki Dani in the credits. Brilliant. Carifian better be editing that kiss out. I think because it's a montage of basically like all of our favorite characters, like our heroes through their journey, I do think the Seymour kiss is misplaced there. It's strange. I'm not sure it should have been there. Like, I don't know. You got to do a nose period live. I've done that once before. 2017, I think I did that. So we'll try and do different stuff. But there we go. We have completed the run. So we'll let the credits play out so we can chat a bit. And then we'll see how we go. We have another like 30-40 minutes or so before I would ordinarily end the stream. So we'll see. You guys making me laugh, cry during a set. Okay, yeah, so in terms of what's next, we'll load up the save before Brass's Fine Leon. And then we'll decide where to go. I mean, usually, I always basically start heading towards Omega Ruins and get going from there. That's probably what I would think to do, but maybe in this particular playthrough, Celestial Weapons might be a better call to start with first. So this series still has some mileage. As I've been saying, I think the challenge level was kind of like medium, I would say. Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, this was such a challenging run. It definitely needed some care, and I had to be careful and kind of plan stuff out and use my experience and get lucky now and then. Like, we did have a couple of clutch saves. But I think the challenge will get upped for like extra stuff. So like Omega Ruins and trying to push ahead to some Monster Arena, that kind of thing. I think then we'll truly see some tough challenge stuff. So I think it's worth kind of continuing this on and seeing how far we can get. And since we don't have kind of story stuff left, it's always a little bit more chill, a bit easier to just kind of do stuff and just chat about the game and just generally chill out. So I think that's how I'm planning to move forward. As I mentioned in the community post recently, I am going to be playing through Carifian's mod of the game. Same way I did for P. Birdman, basically back in the day when P. Birdman made his Final Fantasy X mod. I had so much respect for what he'd given to the community and his knowledge. And I just had to try, like, see what he cooked up and what he did. I wanted to obviously expose, you know, his mod to a lot more people in the hopes that they would also play and enjoy it. And for me, like, Carifian in general, he falls into the same kind of bracket because he's been around on the channel for years. Clearly knows his Final Fantasy X really well, has helped out a lot in streams, and is generally just a community kind of MVP over the years. And so I am curious to see what he's done for this mod. And he's kindly agreed to generally try to be around when the episodes premiere. So if he is around and in the chat, he'll be able to give you guys some extra background and context and just kind of react to my playthrough of it. So that's generally, I think, how we're gonna do it for that. So yeah, that's the idea. Sketchier Cat, appreciate you coming in and commenting. Thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed it. Yes, true. We need to talk about the hymn as well. So that's two other topics to discuss. So the hymn thing, I think I kind of got more of a response than I expected. Basically, I think it's going to be... I think I bit off more than I can chew, basically. Like, there was... I think it was like 1,400 people or something in the end that responded to the poll. And I think 60% said that they could send something in. That's already like 800 people or something. And yeah, even if it's half of that 800, it's like I don't know how I can edit that many vocal tracks together. I think it's just outside of my, like, it would take me months to do. I'm not sure how I could process that much stuff. So yeah, it seemed like a very cool idea, but execution-wise, I think it might be a bit out of my league to do that much stuff. So I think if I get any more than 200-300 entrants, it's just going to be completely like not doable. And outsourcing-wise, it's a lot of work. Like, I don't want anyone to kind of do all of that labor for basically nothing, because it's just a pure kind of fun, silly video to make. And so I don't know how I would coordinate it being outsourced either, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure it can be done, really. I have chatted to Alex about it already. He said it's definitely doable. He said it's very hard to kind of make it sound really great, because you're just going to have a big kind of, you know, to be brutally honest, you're going to have quite a big difference in the quality of singers. So like, I'm a very bad singer. You might have like 5-10% of them, of the entrants be really good singers, and the majority of them will not be very good. And so you kind of have to try and equalize among them and basically give kind of like mix it more towards the good singers. So like the top 10% you're going to hear more, and then like the bottom 50% technically you're not going to hear as much. So he said that's one of the best ways to kind of handle it, to try and make it sound as good as you can. So he said it will sound really cool and all that, but like, don't set your expectations too high in that sense. So yeah, that's kind of the general advice he gave me, but it's definitely kind of doable. But like I say, I think for me the main problem is just the sheer amount of entrants. I think it would be too many for me to kind of do. So I don't want to get everyone to kind of commit to it, and then I have like 400, 500, 600, 700 entrants, and then I'm like, yeah, sorry guys, this is too much, I don't have time, and then not being able to do it. So I'm a bit torn, honestly. So yeah, I'll give you guys a further update on that. I'm still not absolutely fully decided on what I'll do about it, but for now at least, it looks like it might be a bit too ambitious for me to kind of do it basically on my own. And as a team, I just don't know how I would do it anyway. So we'll see. Yeah, even if that's what I'm saying, even if half of the 800, like even 400 is a huge number. Like 400, you have like, you know, each one would send in like, you know, a couple of minutes of recording or whatever, like a minute or two, and then processing all of those, like equalizing all of their audio levels to make sure they're all roughly the same kind of loudness, and then aligning them all so they sync up. Some people are going to sing certain notes like longer than others, and then processing all of that for hundreds and hundreds of people. I think it's a bit too much. Either I kind of limit the entrance like the first 100 or the first 200 or something, and then I don't accept any entrance after that. Then maybe I could kind of keep it under control. But the way it stands, if I just kind of do a free-for-all and everybody can do it, then I think it would potentially be too much. So, as I say, we'll have to kind of circle back to that one for now. People asking about Kingdom Hearts. Yep, that's still going to happen. Honestly, Final Fantasy Rebirth kind of pushed back things a little bit, because it's basically about twice as long as I thought it would be. I thought the run would be like, I don't know, 50 hours or something, 50, 60 hours tops. But it turned out to be over 100, and so that's pushed things back literally like 2 or 3 months. And so it still remains the general idea that I will complete Rebirth, then I will do Final Fantasy 1, and then we finally complete the entire set. And then after that, I probably have to do Tactics, because that's one of the Final Fantasies I'm most interested in picking up from there on. And then so basically like 2025 sometime, I think I'm going to finally start to kind of open things up to non kind of Final Fantasy JRPG type content. And then we'll see from there. So there's still some time for like Kingdom Hearts and stuff to happen, but it will. Yeah, Tactics is like the one Final Fantasy that's not numbered, but everyone's like, Tactics is like the story and that kind of thing. It's the game that you definitely need to try from the non-numbered series. Okay, and the final thing, I didn't mention Auron Elden Ring during his kind of during his like farewell scene. Basically, over the last like 6 to 8 months, on and off, I've been working on something. Basically, I've been trying to tell a story where I mod Auron into the world of Elden Ring. So it's something I came up with just like randomly, and I was like, you know what, I want to try something different, something that I have basically never done before, of a different style, because obviously I've been doing a lot of you know, challenge runs and commentary LPs and all of that usual stuff, but now and then I like to try and do something a bit weird and different, and so this is my kind of weird and different video for now. And so basically I've created like this sort of short movie, like 45-minute movie of basically Auron after he departs from Spira. He finds himself in the Lands Between, and I try to tell a story of him basically kind of returning in the Lands Between and going through the world of Elden Ring. And I think you guys will find it pretty fun, to say the least. So yeah, that's an upcoming video, and I think you guys will enjoy it. It's like a mix of, it's just really kind of silly and funny and weird, but also kind of cool. I think I hope it kind of straddles that middle ground of being pretty interesting, but also just good fun. Okay, so I think that's the general stuff I wanted to talk about. We've got about half an hour left, and I think, do we start it with Celestial Weapons, or do I just dive into the Omega Ruins as I am now? Alright, see you later, Micahs. Take care. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, Omega Ruins or Celestial. I think if I jump into the Omega Ruins now, we're going to have a horrible time. I think we need to do a poll here. If you want to see some game overs, if you're like, this guy hasn't died enough, then send me to the Omega Ruins and I will die there. Almost certainly. So it's Omega Ruins or Celestial Weapon Hunt. Yeah, monster capture definitely a good idea as well. Basically, if I don't go to the ruins, then I will look at some mix of monster capturing slash Celestial Weapons. So it's fairly close, but I think people want to wait for Omega Ruins. I think what we can do is basically start capturing and stuff, and then we'll have a bit more tools for Omega. Okay. So, where do we even start here? It's been, again, a long time. We've got the Cloudy Mirror, and we need to turn this guy into the Celestial Mirror. So, how do we do that? There's... I'll let the chat tell me. Chat, how do we do this? I've spent all these years trying to teach people about the game. Now the chat can help me. Where do we go? Microfiber will clear that mirror real quick. Yeah, so let's start with a bit of this. So I think for now I'm gonna keep encounters off while we do this stuff. This is now available. Okay. 194,000 gold, not bad. So I think we had to... Yeah, it was something to do with the kid and his parents. Stupid Albert Prime, I always forget that. Hey Rhoda, welcome back. We have completed the story, and now we're starting to do some extras on the path towards trying to do Omega Ruins. Monster Arena, and maybe even Dark Aeons. We'll see. So for now, we have this situation where this is blocked. Can also speed the game up a little. Right, so these guys are here. Supposed to meet my dad, but he's late. Yeah, so there's this whole situation. See you later, Tanya. Miss Blonde, welcome to the stream. Yeah, then we need to find... Do we have to go back to... Was he in the Calmlands or was he somewhere in the forest? Forgot. Was he like in one of these? I think it was one of these, right? The other one, maybe. Yeah, he was here. It's him, right? Hope you find him. Yeah, okay. Trying to think, the last time I got the Celestial Weapons, I think did I hack them in for attack only? If I did use them, I think I might have hacked them in. I think the last time I properly got them was maybe the P Badman mod? Like 3-4 years ago? Been a while. Okay, let's get this as well. I mean, why not? Get a few more overdrives. And what? These are good scenes.
Who are you?
You are the one they called Jekt. The man from Zanarkand, are you not?
What of it?
Watch your tongue, knave.
Knave.
Ah, my apologies. I am Braska, a summoner. I've come to take you from this place.
Sounds sweet. What's the catch?
That easy to see, was it? I soon leave on a pilgrimage to Zanarkand.
Seriously?
I would like you to join us. It will be a dangerous trip. Yet, if we do reach Zanarkand, my prayers will be answered, and you will be able to go home, we think.
I guess technically he did.
What say you?
Great, let's go.
So quick?
Anything to get out of here.
Then it's settled.
But I must protest. This drunkard, a guardian?
Hey! You want to step in here and say that?
What does it matter? No one truly believes that I, a fallen summoner wed to an Al-Bhed, could possibly defeat sin. This is what they say. No one expects us to succeed.
Braska, sir.
Let's show them they're wrong.
Love the way he delivers that line.
A fallen summoner, a man from Zanarkand, and a warrior monk doomed to obscurity for refusing the hand of the priest's daughter. What delightful irony it would be if we defeated sin.
Stop gabbing and get me out of here.
Just noticed the Gin and Mugen Samurai Champloo vibes between these two. Yeah, okay. I see that.
Free at last.
Now, Jekt, I am in your hands until we reach Zanarkand.
Right. So, what's a summoner anyway?
The trust here that he puts into basically Orin to help keep Jekt in check, but also Jekt himself. It's crazy. Welcome, Chris. I just got here and missed the end of the game. How much post-game are you going to do? We're basically going to try and do as much of it as we can. I don't know how far we can go. We'll try. I was reunited, and then now the kid's gone off, right? Yeah, so he goes up here, no? Yep. There we go. So yeah, because of the kind of different distribution of abilities and stuff I have, I think in general we should be fine, but I just don't know how far we can take it, because obviously with the kind of rules that I set, we can't go outside of our own sphere grid, so just staying within those portions, I'm not sure like if we can be powerful enough to take on something like Dark Aeons. We can definitely make more progress, but how far we can go I genuinely don't know right now. Like, these are the stats we have to work with. I'm not sure how far we can push. But we're going to give it a go. That's what we're going to find out together. So we'll see. Okay, so phase 1 is done. Celestial Mirror is there. Now, let's try and get some Celestial Weapons. Where should we start? We never did get that statue in 10, so yeah, that would have been nice if we did. Definitely.
We're count.
I wonder if that could shove that lady blocking the way. We can get God Hand here. Don't know why it went silent. When it switches to the environmental stuff, it goes silent. Weird. There you go. Yeah, I do always find it funny when you just cut off Sid and just says yeet. But yeah, we were talking the other day just about like Square Enix and Final Fantasy in general. There's been some news recently about like supposedly Final Fantasy 16 and 7 Rebirth, and I think they specifically included Foam Stars as well. Like the general expectation for those 3 games that they had, like the sales and profits and stuff didn't really quite meet the expectations they had. So in general, it painted a bit of a negative picture, and we were generally just talking about like, you know, what does Square Enix need to do in the future, and like my own general feelings on it was kind of like basically that they've kind of got to the stage where they're just making better games now than they were. I think like from 2020 onwards, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Part 1 and 2, and 16, I think they're better games than the 13 trilogy and 15. So I think they've upped, like they're just making better games now, which is great, and one of the fundamentals I think of Final Fantasy surviving and continuing to, well, it needs to improve, I think, in terms of like the sales and that kind of thing. It's definitely not doing as well as it once did. But I think at this stage they kind of need to, something is just not right, I think, with their like marketing strategy or like their business stuff. I think being PS5 exclusive definitely has hurt them. In the future, I think they've said that they're going to go more multi-platform now, which I think is the right move. I think for 13 and 15, I think they definitely benefited from multi-platform sales as well. And so whatever money Sony paid them for the exclusivity, I guess it hasn't been enough. And so I think that's one thing that's definitely going to help them. But I was also we were talking about, it's really become like the era of like these Netflix or whatever different adaptations of video games and that kind of content. You know, we've had stuff like Arcane. More recently, Fallout has done really well. And when these things do well, and if they become a hit, they really help like the back catalog of games. And so with Fallout being a good example, they had to start like patching the old games and stuff because so many people started playing them again. And so I feel like Square Enix, they're a bit unlucky because I feel like they're a little bit ahead of the game. So when it comes to say like Advent Children and stuff, can you imagine they released something like an Advent Children in 2022, or they turned Advent Children into like a like an 8-episode series, and it was of that quality and it was that good. I feel like it would have really helped the back catalog. So I feel like maybe that's something that Square Enix could try. Like maybe there was talk of the Final Fantasy 9 anime or adaptation or whatever it was, like animated series or something. But I was basically thinking, why don't they just do the Final Fantasy X or Inject and Braska story as like with a really cool animation style, as like a short animated series for like Netflix. Just tell their story. I think it would be so cool. And if they did it right, it would be a great like hit, and I think it would really help the general back catalogue of Final Fantasy. I just feel like Square Enix are kind of missing a bit of a trick with that stuff, because you've seen how well it's worked with stuff like Fallout, and I just fail to see why it couldn't be the same for Final Fantasy if they do it right. So I don't know. So we have 2 celestial weapons. Now we need... Which one should we go for next? Let's get... Let's try and get Kumari's, I guess. Yeah, I think especially with Final Fantasy, there's just so much scope for that kind of stuff. They could really, I think, tell a compelling story. I don't think like they shouldn't try and do like a live action type thing. I don't think that would work. But I think if they did like a really good animated series kind of thing, I could see that working. Like I heard something about, I was chatting with a friend, and they mentioned something about Onimusha. It's not a game I've ever played before. I'd kind of heard about it back in the day, but I don't know much about it. Apparently the last game came out in 2006, I think, for that franchise. And for some reason they made like a... they made a Netflix like animated series for that, and apparently even though there hasn't been a game since 2006, they really started to like get a big like backlog of orders for people like wanting to play the older games. So it even works for a game like that. So I feel like, why would it not work for something like Final Fantasy if you do it right? I think that's the kind of thing they should try and dabble in. Like if a game that hasn't had anything out for 15 years is getting that kind of... I think they said it was like hundreds of thousands of sales happened after the animated series.
Hey, hold it steady!
Why am I doing this? What do you see there, my lord?
Oh, I was just thinking.
This is important! No fooling around! You're gonna spoil it!
So angry. I haven't watched these in a long time.
Now there's a scene for posterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a good way of giving us, because so many fans, myself included, we all say like, you know, a prequel of Jack Braska and Orin could definitely work. And so maybe a series like that could be a way to scratch that itch for us. Now, I've got that as well, but I think I need to... Was that like the final glowing stone? Do I already have them? I don't think so. I'm not going to trigger Dark Ixion. I don't think I activated any Cactar stones throughout the run so far. I forgot how it worked. Like, do I just have to wait for the other ones to start glowing, or do I have to fight Cactars? Forget it again. There's not much going on right now. Anyone remember? Or have I already got them all? The north side only has one, the other two are south side. Yeah, I thought so. I must have looked at a portion of it that doesn't have the stones, because I looked at the edges, I couldn't see anything. Let's not forget Final Fantasy VIII prequel with Laguna Ward and Kyros. At least their one, like, I do like the implementation of their one. At least it had a lot more kind of actual combat in it. I do kind of wish, I think if they ever remake 10, I always say it, it would be really cool. Like, keep the general linear storytelling. Keep most things, I think, very similar. It's just such a masterpiece, like, don't need to fix it. But I would love, maybe, like, make the sections with Vraska and his journey a little bit more playable, a little bit more like the Laguna, Kyros, and Ward sections in 8. So this Cactuar ghost is already around. Does that mean that we already have them all? Yeah, we definitely need 3, but the ghost is already wandering around. Didn't that happen after the 3rd? Okay. So I guess the ghost starts following you around after the 2nd. I need to find the final one. This is the tower anyway. And yes, I'm not dodging anything for now. Let's see what happens here. I guess I did have them all. Okay. Yeah, I must have activated one like the first time through. Yeah, because I opened the chest already, so maybe while I was opening the chest I'd already done it. Sure. Okay. Which one shall we get next? I think to get Lulu's one... Do we have to fight Geoscano? I think we have to fight him first. Hey, we'll take it. Wait, do I get another one because I got hit enough times? I think I might. No. Okay. Live lightning dodging. That's for later. Maybe in the next sesh. We'll see. Should I try and fight Geoscano now? I'm not sure I could even win. I do not remember much about Geoscano at this stage. Yeah, I remember the petrification. Riku can't help too much against that. Let's have a look.
You're counting.
The petrification is the main thing that I remember.
Here we go.
Yeah, Stonewalled is enough. That's good. I just don't remember the mechanics of the whole. Sometimes he, like, swallows one of the party members and then ejects them out and does big damage.
Got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's the okay, yeah, you can zombie yourself, but I can't do that anyway. Lulu's the one with zombie attack, so I can't utilize zombie. I don't have zombie touch on anybody, I think. I do. Yeah, maybe we'll try that way. So we won't hit Tidus because of evading counter. Yeah, we're being a bit petty here. But I mean, he did basically almost kill us right at the start. Right, let's see if... I genuinely don't remember where the chest was. Is it in here? Okay, it looks like somewhere I should be able to get into, but no. It's been too long. Yeah, he does have a cool design. Let's just try and fight anyway. Yeah, I think maybe it appears after. Alright, here we go. I think final battle for today's sesh. It takes a lot of elemental damage, which is good to know. Just how much though? $2,300. Not bad. The true final boss. I just don't remember what the mechanics were for it to swallow one of the party members. Yeah, that's fine. Random. Okay. Immune to that. So we have... Let's see if he can hit Riku here. But then, like, again, trying to do all of that stuff, it's a bit... Might be better to just get on with it and try and get the win. Although we don't have a ton of items here. Screw it, let's just do it on Riku anyway. Maybe we get lucky. Of course it didn't work. That's what I mean, you're just going to waste a lot of turns trying to do all this stuff instead of just attacking. And probably winning anyway. Just Riku's pretty useless here. Yeah. I want to see how much element reels does. Yeah, so basically it takes on the status effects of whoever it swallows. So if you have positive statuses, it's going to take the positive ones. But if you have negative ones, it's going to take the negative ones. Copycat. Titus does one of them himself. Yeah, I don't want to use the one frag grenade that I have at the moment. Yeah, there's just very little I can do here with anyone other than Titus' spells. Yeah, for me the element reels are only a problem if you need a specific element for the first one, then it's tough. Right, here we go. It had to be Waka. I was literally thinking about using an auto life here. Trying to remember, this could be a game over. Basically, when he ejects the person that he swallowed, I believe it does big damage to everybody. So I'm kind of worried. Is there a way to stop him doing that? I don't remember. Maybe I should just not struggle here. Yeah, to be fair, I wonder if it can carry auto life. Yeah, so struggling is the wrong move, right? Or, oh wait, no, if I die now, then there's nothing I could have done. Oof. Is that like a fixed amount of damage? Or did I get lucky there? I don't know. Ooh, that was dangerous. Funnily enough, Geo's swallowing AI ensures he will never swallow anyone who has Doom, so technically if you keep Doom up on everybody, he will never swallow anyone. Can Kimari, if you have Kimari's, well, there's no way to get Doom on everybody, right? I guess Candle of Life, you could probably Candle of Life everybody. That's the way you would do it, right? That's funny though. Alright, we just wait it out here. See, for example, with this team, as it stands right now, we don't have any way to haste ourselves or anything, unless Riku gets an overdrive. Does he do as much damage to everybody else as the person's maximum HP? Is that what happened? I think because Waka has the least amount of HP compared to the 3, so if he had swallowed Riku, we would have got a game over, I think. I think that's how it works. So I got lucky there. That could have been a game over. The fact that he swallowed Waka was a blessing in disguise there. I think that's why Waka was down to 1 and everybody else had like 100 HP left. Screw it, let's use one of these. At this stage, obviously I can farm and start stealing stuff, etc. a little bit more. That's a bit mean. Okay, almost there. Yes, it was Riku. Now, only thing is, if we kill it while someone is swallowed, does that mean it still does the ejection thing and you die? Gotta be careful here. Gotta be very careful here. Let's see if we can successfully navigate this. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna use up an X potion. Just want to see if it's gonna do like Riku's current HP or Riku's max HP. This is interesting. Unless, wait, no, this is. I kind of want to find out. I can kill it, but I also kind of want to find out. Only problem is, I think if Waka gets revived, he can't do enough damage to kill it. Let's just see. Just for the hell of it, let's just see what it can do. Just in case it is current HP. Yeah, he can use another gem, so we should be safe here thanks to auto life. But let's see if it's current HP or if it's Riku's maximum HP. It's current, okay. That's a relief. Alright, let's just finish it. Not take any risks here. So in terms of celestial weapons, we've got Tice's one left, Yuna's one left, I think, and Waka's one left. Yeah, so what would have happened if I killed him while Riku was still inside? Almost got hit with a cheap shot. I think he would... I forgot exactly what it was, but I think he can kill you. Like that. Where is this bloody... Everyone dies except Auto Life Walker. Yeah. If he dies while having swallowed someone, he ejects them for no... Yeah, I've definitely had that happen to me before. That's why I was so worried. But there we go. We did it. Okay. And so I think with that, we can wrap up this session. And I'll be back, hopefully, in 2 weeks' time to... Oh, what the hell? Why did he do that? Calm down. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time to continue this. So we'll finish off the Celestial Weapons, and then we'll probably begin monster capturing. And then seeing what we can unlock in the monster arena. So I think it will be like, finish off Celestial Weapons, if we can. Then monster arena, monster capturing stuff, basically, and then Omega Ruins. I think that's the general idea. So, yeah, I will see you guys soon. Thank you all for watching, and I'm glad we managed to complete the game in this session. It's been a really fun ride. Thank you to everybody that's been tuning in up until this point, and hopefully you will enjoy the post-game as well. And as I say, I will begin the Carithian Final Fantasy X mod soon, and I'm going to probably air that on Thursdays at around 1 PM. It won the vote. I did like a community poll, and weekdays at 1 PM was the winning vote. And so that's how we'll do it. There'll be premiere episodes, like an hour and a half, something like that. And I'll just do one a week so that I can kind of slowly make my way through the mod while not compromising all of the other ongoing stuff. But hopefully I will see you guys there, and with all of the live content as well. So take care, guys. I will see you soon.